This PeopleSoft Spotlight Series for Cloud Manager is based on Image 11. This video discusses keeping Cloud Manager current. Check out the Spotlight Series page on the PeopleSoft Information Portal for other videos in this series. You can watch them in order or individually depending on where you are in your Cloud Manager implementation. In this video, we will look at how self-update is used to apply PRPs to Cloud Manager, how to back up Cloud Manager, and how the self-update feature is used to upgrade from Cloud Manager Image 10 to Image 11. You need to perform the following steps prior to triggering the update. Subscribe to the Interaction Hub download channel. The latest updates for Interaction Hub must be downloaded before starting the upgrade process. Subscribe to the PeopleTools version of the Interaction Hub PUM source. If the update includes a PeopleTools upgrade, it will be listed on the Manage Updates page. Configure the Windows Image OCID in Cloud Manager Infrastructure Settings page. Update shapes for PUM full tier topology. Inform users that Cloud Manager will not be available during the upgrade. Take a backup of Cloud Manager before updating. Note that if Cloud Manager update is initiated with jobs currently running, those jobs will fail. The administrator must clean up and resubmit any failed jobs. First, we will look at applying PRPs to Cloud Manager. When Cloud Manager updates are available, you will see a notification on the Cloud Manager Settings tile. Open the Cloud Manager settings and select Manage Updates. The Cloud Manager Update page displays the available updates. There are 2 PRPs available. The first step in the self-update process is to provision a new Interaction Hub PUM source environment which contains the PRPs. When you click the Apply button, you will need to enter the credentials for the environment. Select the region, availability domain, compartment, and VCN where the Interaction Hub PUM source will be provisioned. Expand the full tier section and enter the credentials. The database operator ID for the PUM source is VP1. Enter the rest of the credentials for full tier as well as the subnet. You will also need to enter the credentials and subnet for the PeopleSoft client. Then save. Cloud Manager will validate the network. Click Ignore and continue. Cloud Manager will then start to provision the PUM source instance. You can track the provisioning progress on the Manage Updates page. Once the PUM source is up and running, the PUM source details are added to the page. The next step is to install and configure Change Assistant on the PeopleSoft client VM. The target database information is uploaded to the PUM source. The downloaded PRPs are then applied to the PUM source and available in the repository on the PUM source. A Make Me Current package is defined, which includes the new PRPs. The change package is then created in Change Assistant and applied to the Cloud Manager target database. The files are updated on the Cloud Manager target. The final step is the post-update validation. This step will also reboot the application server. Once the update is complete, use the Cleanup button to remove the PumSource instance. Removing the PumSource image will save money since the Pum image is no longer necessary. The PumSource environment is deleted and Cloud Manager is up to date with the latest PRPs applied. Before performing a Cloud Manager update to a new Cloud Manager image, you should back up Cloud Manager. In this section, we will demonstrate how the automated backup and restore utility is used to back up Cloud Manager. The automated backup and restore utility provides the following options: backup and restore Cloud Manager instance block volume, backup Cloud Manager instance boot volume, delete backups, list Cloud Manager backups in OCI, and create an OCI config file. To run the automated backup and restore utility, SSH into the Cloud Manager instance as user OPC. Change the directory to Home OPC Bootstrap CM Backup and Restore. If this directory does not exist, then make the directory. You will need to copy the two CM Backup and Restore files from the PSC Utils folder to this directory. When you list the contents of the directory, you will see the two CM Backup Restore files. For a summary of the usage and optional arguments for the shell script CM Backup Restore.sh, use the -h option. You need to create a config file if this is the first time you are running the automated backup and restore utility, or if you want to run the utility with different OCI user credentials. When creating a backup of Cloud Manager, backup both the block data volume and the boot volume. This will ensure creating a pair of time-consistent backups that can be restored together when restoring the entire Cloud Manager instance in case of boot volume issues or failures. Run the utility with the Create Config option and provide the Cloud Manager database access ID and password. This option will read OCI user ID, tenancy ID, fingerprint, private key path, and region from the database and display the values on the screen. Check the displayed values. If the values are correct, press Y to confirm and the configuration file will be created. If you want to change the values, press N and you will be prompted to add the new values. Once the config file is created, you can run the backup shell script. Backing up or restoring Cloud Manager will shut down all services. Please ensure that no provisioning or lifecycle jobs are running before starting the automated backup. Also, make sure the process scheduler does not have any jobs in its queue. Any running jobs will be abruptly ended and may result in an unstable or unusable state. First, we will back up the block volume. Run the utility with the backup option. Optionally, you can provide a custom backup name using the -n option. The default backup type is block. You will be prompted that the backup task will stop the database, application server, process scheduler, and PS services. Enter Y to continue. Enter the private key passphrase. The script will shut down the database and the domains, backup files on the boot volume and save them on the data volume, create backup of the data volume, restart all services and domains. To create a boot volume backup, run the utility with the backup option and specify the backup volume type as boot. The backup process will shut down the database and domains, create the backup, restart the database and domains. You can list the block and boot volume backups. Both the data volume and a set of files on the boot volume must be replaced from a backup to restore the Cloud Manager instance to a certain backup point. The Automated Cloud Manager Update feature facilitates automatic self-update to the latest Cloud Manager image. This self-update will include an automatic PeopleTools update or upgrade when required for the latest Cloud Manager image. As previously mentioned, all prerequisites must be completed before you can initiate the self-update. Ensure that there are no jobs running and users are informed that Cloud Manager will not be available. To trigger the automated Cloud Manager application update, log into Cloud Manager as a Cloud Manager administrator. Click on the Cloud Manager Settings tile, then select Manage Updates. When a new Interaction Hub image is available, Cloud Manager will show a notification on the Cloud Manager Update page. This notification indicates that Cloud Manager Image 11 is available. It also specifies that this image requires a PeopleTools upgrade to PeopleTools 8.58.03 or above. Note that the PeopleTools upgrade will stop Cloud Manager, and the Manage Update page will not be available when the PeopleTools upgrade is running. If there are errors during the PeopleTools upgrade, they will have to be handled manually. You can use the command line utility to monitor the update or upgrade status. You can view the upgrade package details by selecting the link. To apply the update, click the Apply button. Click Yes to apply the updates now. The Environment Update attribute page is displayed. Cloud Manager Update to Image 11 requires a PeopleTools upgrade. Select the PeopleTools patch to apply. Select the region, availability domain, compartment, and virtual cloud network for the new PUM source. Expand the Custom Attributes section to enter the credentials and subnet. The Database Operator ID field value should always be set to VP1 for the Interaction Hub PUM source. Enter the remaining credentials and subnet for full tier. Expand and enter the PeopleSoft client credentials and subnet. Save the custom attributes. A message is displayed reminding you that Cloud Manager PIA will not be available during the PeopleTools upgrade. The command lines for monitoring the PeopleTools upgrade are displayed. This message is also available from the info icon. When you close the modal window, the update will begin. All of the update steps and status are displayed. The Validate Self-Update step validates that all of the dependencies for the automation are available and the system is ready to begin the update process. A new environment template is created. This template will be used to deploy the new PUM source environment using the latest PeopleSoft image. A new PUM source environment is then deployed using the newly created template. To view the names for the template and environment, use the Edit Attributes button. If you have any failures during the upgrade based on credentials, you can also change the custom attributes here. Validations are performed on the existing People tools prior to the tool's upgrade. During the People tools upgrade, Cloud Manager PIA will not be available. SSH into Cloud Manager and use the command line to check the progress. When the People tools upgrade is complete, you will be able to log back into Cloud Manager. Change Assistant will be installed on the PeopleSoft client VM instance and configured for the source and target databases. The target database information is uploaded to the PUM source. Any PRPs that were downloaded and available in the repository are applied to the PUM source. A Make Me Current package is defined in Change Assistant. This change package is created in Change Assistant and then applied to the Cloud Manager target database. The new and updated files are copied to Cloud Manager target. The post self-update validation step validates that the update is complete and the newly created domains are running. When the update is complete, you will need to run the post upgrade script, restart the application server domain, process scheduler server domain, and web server domain, refresh OCI metadata, and run the cleanup. To run the post upgrade script, SSH into the Cloud Manager instance. Switch user to root and navigate to the PS App Home Cloud directory. This directory contains the post upgrade script. Run the post upgrade script.sh. When the script is complete, you can check the post upgrade script log. Return to the root directory and change user to PSADM2. Start PS admin and restart the web server, application server, and process scheduler. After you have restarted the application server, process scheduler, and web server, return to Cloud Manager. Next, you will need to refresh the OCI metadata. In Cloud Manager, navigate to Cloud Manager Settings, Infrastructure Settings. Click the Refresh OCI Metadata button. The metadata progress will show as in progress. You can check the status through the Process Monitor page. When the OCI metadata refresh is complete, return to the Manage Updates page to perform the cleanup. The Cloud Manager PUM source is no longer required. Cleanup will delete the instance and stop billing for that instance. Notice that the PUM source has been removed. Your Cloud Manager instance is now available on image 11. For additional information, you can access these resources for PeopleSoft Cloud Manager. The Cloud Manager homepage on My Oracle Support includes installation and implementation information, as well as additional resources for your environment. View Cloud Manager in the PeopleSoft Information Portal, and go to the PeopleSoft Technology blogs to get the latest updates about Cloud Manager. Go to the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure documentation for information about OCI services and features.